Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Happy Diwali to everyone, one and all. My name's Lulu. I'm the Business Development Manager for the Western and Central regions of Melbourne. And today we have two very special presenters. We have Smita and Sandisha. So happy Diwali, welcome. I will just do a little acknowledgement before we kick off. So I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land and water and pay respects to all Aboriginal descendants, elders past and present and those emerging, and recognise the connection of Aboriginal people to the land and water. All right, so I am so excited about this. Diwali is a very special festival. So I'd love to hear from Smita. Smita, tell us today, what are you going to be cooking that you make for Diwali?
Hi everyone, I am really happy that you have chosen to spend your Saturday evening with us, and that is really exciting. So thank you for coming, and yeah, we hope to keep you entertained for this 1 hour. Yeah, so what I am making today is one of the most favorite party dish in any party, any Indian home, that is samosas. And the second one that I'm making, it's a milk cheesecake that we call as kharvas. So I will be starting off by making the condensed milk, and then you will see.
Oh, fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. And I hear that you're going to be steaming, and so you'll be cooking two dishes at once. Is that true? Can you really? That is fantastic. Lovely. And Sandy, thank you so much for joining us today. What are you cooking today?
Hey, hi guys, I'm Sandesha, and today I'll be cooking kalakand and puffed rice tuna, which is like, anytime favorite of everybody, I think so, in like all the Indian families. It doesn't need the occasion to, celebrate. The tuna is, and the kalakand is kind of dish like you can eat it all year around.
Oh, so. I can't wait to see it. And is this something that you've always made with your family?
Yes. It's a very quick dish, and you can serve it as a breakfast or a quick, or tiffin dish as well. Like kids love it because of the puff rice, and they enjoy it. So first I'll be showing the tuna, and then I'll be showing you the kalakand. And I'm going to tell you about, you can make different kalakand from a basic one, which I'm going to teach you today, and you can make different flavors out of it.
Right, fantastic. How exciting. So everybody, we would love to hear where you're joining us from. And thank you, there's so many of you on today. Would you be able to pop in the chat? Let us know, what suburb are you in? We'd love to hear from you. All right, so what we might do, we're going to start today with Smita, as you're making the kharvas first, aren't you?
Yes, so I will start off with the condensed milk.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll cut across to Smita, and yeah, I'd love to see how you make the condensed milk, because that's something a lot of people buy quite a lot. So let's just...
Yes, so I think I think condensed milk makes the base of most Indian desserts. Like whether you're making gajar ka halwa or any, the kalakand that Sandesha is going to show. So any barfis, halwas, most of them have condensed milk as a base. So yeah, it is so quick to make it in the Thermomix, much quicker than going to Coles and buying the can.
Absolutely.
So it's a guided recipe, and I'm just going to follow the guide. So 40 grams of unsalted butter.
So until and unless, Thermomix came into my life, I was unaware of, making condensed milk at home is such an easy way, rather than, going to the shop and buy it.
Mm.
All right, so this is going to, the butter and the water is going to boil for 3 minutes. So we can go over to Sandesha in the meanwhile.
Great. Okay. Let me just add Sandy in. Bear with me a second. Sorry, just getting the cameras ready. What are you going to start with first?
Okay, so first I'm going to cook chura. So I have taken a puffed rice, which you can get it in any supermarket or any Indian shop. We call it as a murmura. And what I have done is I have baked it in my oven on fan force for 150 degrees Celsius fan force. And just, to make it a bit crispy so that, your chura would be very nice and crisp at the end. We need to bake it. I'll quickly introduce you to the ingredients as well. First of all, I'm going to use the peanuts. Peanuts are 100 grams, and this is called split chickpea. It comes in a roasted form in Indian grocery shop. You can, you can go in the Indian grocery shop and ask for it. We usually use this roasted chickpea in a lot of Indian recipes. So it's a very common ingredient to get in the grocery shop. I've taken few curry leaves from my garden.
Oh, you grow them yourself?
Yeah. I've taken 1 teaspoon of mustard seed, 1 teaspoon of cumin seed, 4 to 5 chilies. It depends on how spicy you want, or you can de-seed it as well. I've taken 1 teaspoon of turmeric and 2 teaspoons of red chili powder and 2 tablespoons of sugar, powdered sugar, and 1.5 teaspoon of chaat masala, which is going to add a little bit of tanginess in our chura, and an asafoetida, 1/4 teaspoon. So I'll start with the frying step, which I'm going to do it with the peanuts. First, I'll just add 25 grams of oil. So I'm just going to weigh it.
आप देखो आपको समझ आ जाएगी मेरे को तो समझ आ रहा है.
And so I noticed that you're weighing these things. So yeah. a lot of people here probably don't realize why we do that with Thermomix.
So Thermomix has a wonderful weighing scale in its foot, so that you don't need to use a different scale to measure or weigh your ingredients. So it's a fantastic, you can say, way to weigh your ingredients directly in your jar.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've just poured the oil, and I'm going to put my peanuts in it, and going to with the settings, I am going to go for 5 minutes, and on Varoma setting with spoon speed. So my peanuts are going to roast for 5 minutes. In meanwhile, would you?
Yeah, we can.
Would you like to take over, Lulu?
Yeah, sure. We can swap it over. So while we're doing that, I'm just going to launch a couple of questions that'll pop up on your screen. If you could just answer those, and we'll just cut back over to Smita. We'd just love to hear a little bit from you about have you got a Thermomix? If you're just checking it out today, we'd love to hear from you. So there's a question on your screen, so feel free to pop your answers in. Thank you so much. Hi, Smita. Welcome back.
Yeah. So now it has finished boiling. Yeah, and imagine if I was doing this on the stove top, I would have to look after it. But here I have the precise temperature already set up and I don't have to bother. Now I'm going to add the raw sugar. And the milk powder. And a pinch of salt. Insert the lid. And we're just going to mix this for 30 seconds.
So while that's mixing, we've got some good answers coming through in our poll. So we're finding that there's quite a few people today who are just checking out the Thermomix that haven't seen it. We've got a couple of consultants on, or a few consultants, so welcome to all our consultants. And we've got a few people who own the various models of Thermomix, the TM31, the 5 and the 6. And what's important to people when it comes to cooking, most people want to be saving time here today, and health and taste are close behind.
Oh, did my video just stop?
Oh, your video just stopped. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why. Oh, no, it's the other one.
Ah, okay.
It's the one with your screen on it. Oh, did your phone go to sleep?
Yeah, it did. It never does when I'm in a...
That's back. Yeah. So if you're watching today from a phone or an iPad, Smita's actually got 2 screens up. So I've pinned both of them. But if you are on a phone or an iPad, you might need to swipe to be able to see the close-up of the screen.
Okay, so it's just asking me to scrape down. And that's it. It's done.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now, if I could
That's so quick.
Maybe I'll show it on this.
Oh yeah, good idea. Oh wow.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if anyone else is crazy like me, but I just love eating condensed milk with a spoonful.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. So if anyone's here and you're celebrating Diwali, happy Diwali, of course, but please let us know in the chat, what Diwali food are you cooking at home in your kitchen? Oh, it made quite a lot, didn't it, Smita?
Yes. So I think it would make the same quantity that you would get in a can. So close to 400 grams.
Right. So Sanal's saying they'd make Indian sweets and savory. And Kiran said Kia. Now I might have said that wrong. Is that how you pronounced it?
Sorry, was it Kiran?
Kia.
Kheer.
Kia.
Yeah.
Kheer.
Yum.
Kheer, yeah.
Yeah. And Shweta's saying mostly sweets. Manjushri saying Chuara, Chakali, and Ladoo.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think Ladoos that sound very popular.
Yeah.
Napur. Yeah.
Napur
here.
My peanuts are halfway roasted.
Oh, wow. Hang on. Let me just spotlight that, Sandy, just a second.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add a spotlight. Yep. So that's Sandy. So you just, how long was that? 5 minutes?
This was for 5 minutes. They are halfway done. So I'm just going to add the split peas to it now, the roasted split peas, and we are going to cook it for another 4 minutes.
Yep.
So I'm just going to put the lid, and I'm going to remove the cup so that the steam would escape. I can also, like, go with the splash guard, so that most of the Indian cooking is in tadka and frying. It's more in, like, frying things and tadkas and all. So the splash guard itself, it helps to prevent all the spill outs. So I'll just use this one for remaining steps.
Sandy, how good is it when you don't have all the tadka, mustard and cumin and all flying around? Which
Yes,
it usually happens when we do it in an open pan.
my kitchen is a mess because of that.
Not this year.
Yeah, and then it's that smell of oil and the cleanup after that. So everything in one bowl, that is so convenient.
I know.
Yeah. And isn't that fantastic that so today Smita's actually making her own recipe for the samosas. So you can cook your own recipes, but you can also use the Thermomix ones. And we have a very special Thermomix recipe collection coming out on the 20th of this month. We have a Diwali collection coming out. So I'm looking forward to that.
What's the date, Lalu?
On the 20th of October.
Oh, wow.
So 4 days to go. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it'll be mostly sweet. Yeah. All right. So where are you up to? Oh, hang on. Are we going to add your lentils in, or do we go back to Smita now?
Yeah, I think so. We'll go back to Smita.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Okay, so I am going to start making the samosa. So for that, I am going to start roasting the spices first. And I have like modified the recipe of, there is this very popular chef who is Ranveer Brar, and he's a very popular Indian chef. So I have taken some inspiration from his recipe of Punjabi samosa. And yeah, so what I have here is just some, coriander seeds, cumin seeds and fennel seeds. I just pre-weighed them and I will just put them in the Thermomix. By the way, I did swap my bowl, so it was very handy to have the second bowl because I didn't need to wash the one that had the condensed milk.
Yes. Yeah, so handy. Saves you so much time.
Yeah. And now I'm going to roast this for 2 minutes. So we're just going at the full temperature and about speed 1. So I'm going to roast this for 2 minutes and then I want it to cool in the bowl for about, say, 4 minutes. So yeah, we can come back to it when I mill the spice. So meanwhile, if Sandy wants to show something, then yeah.
Are you ready, Sandy?
I think so. It's going to take 1.5 minutes.
1 more minute. Okay. Yeah. Well, we might just have a quick chat because there's a few things that have come up in the chat, which I would love to have a chat about. So let me see. So Ruchi is saying they make burfi, ladoo, gulab, jamun, along with some snacks. Now, Sonal has said this year, I'm going to make Smita's recipe for Besan Ladoo. So
are you going to make it, but a Besan Ladoo?
That's what Sonal says. So apparently Smita's got a recipe for that. Where's your recipe?
Yes, I do. And what I'm going to do is, along with the recipes that we are cooking here today, the Besan Ladoo and Sandy's orange burfi, these are 2 of our most asked for recipes, and we are going to send these recipes across to all of you. So obviously, those of you who have the Thermomix will be able to try it out and do let us know what we think about it.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And please do send the photos as well if you make the recipes. We would love to see it.
Oh, that's good. Thanks, Ruchi. Ruchi said that I'm pronouncing the Indian sweets so well. Thank you so much. These ladies have been helping me with my pronunciation, so I'm getting pretty good at this stage in our journey.
You are always good, Lulu.
All right. So where are you up to there, Sandy?
Okay, so it's nicely fried. All the ingredients are nicely fried. I'm just gonna remove it from the jar to start with my tempering. So
Okay.
we have just completed the one step over here.
Sandy, I might actually switch your camera to the little one because it's a bit clearer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, just so you know. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so, okay.
So, Sonal saying, feeling quite festive. Thanks for organising. I am too. Like, you can't help but feel happy when you see all these beautiful colours. Let us know in the chat, everyone. How are you celebrating Diwali? What are you doing this year for Diwali?
So I have just removed it in my thermo server so that it would just keep it warm as well. And you can get this thermo server just, you know, doing a cooking experience and inviting few of your friends at your home. And you're eligible to get all this wonderful thermo servers, which comes in different sizes and shaped. So you can own them. I have collected mine just by hosting the Thermomix parties.
That's
How
fantastic.
great and fantastic it is.
Oh, it's lovely. And it's a great chance to catch up with your friends too, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Now I'm just going to pour the remaining 25 grams of oil in it. So I have just gone to the mold and selected the scale. And now I'm going to temper it. So I've just put the oil in it. I'm going to put the mustard seeds, cumin seeds, the curry leaves, and the green chilies. So all the other ingredients, the powdered ingredients, would go in next step. So this one, we are going to temper it on our aroma setting on a high heat for 5 more minutes. Putting the splash guard on. And let's go to the setting. And I'm going to go with the spoon speed. So, Smita, would you like to take over?
Still waiting for my spices to cool down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it isn't that lot of the quantity isn't too much, so I think I should be ready to mill it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll jump over to you. And let me just add your little camera in. Okay, there we go.
All right. So I am just going to mill it for 30 seconds at speed 7. Now, I wanted to just point out here that for this recipe, I want it to be coarsely ground. I don't want a fine spice powder. But when we actually go on the full speed, then we can mill spices really fine in this. And you can also mill grains to make your own flour. And it does a powerful job at doing it. But right now, I just want a coarse spice. Hence, I am only going up to speed 7.
So that's milling for 30 seconds on speed 7. Fantastic. There was a lot of people on today, Smita, who were saying they wanted to save time.
Sorry?
There was a lot of people today who were saying that they wanted to save time in the kitchen. I'm curious, was there anybody who can see how this would save them some time with milling spices? That was 30 seconds. That was speed 7.
It smells so good in here.
I'll bet.
I wish Zoom had a feature to, show the smell.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a little quantity, but as I said, I wanted to just do a coarse grinding. So I'll just get this out in a bowl. Because in samosas, we want the fennel and the coriander seeds. You want to feel them in the bite. So that's why the coarse grinding.
Yeah.
And now so now the next thing that I'm going to use is this just one green chili because I don't want it to be too spicy. And I'm going to add some ginger. So it's just about like 4 or 5, or you can go up to 10 as per spice level, what you like. Okay. We do this for 10 seconds. Speed 7.
Oh, we're getting lots of tips in the chat there. Thanks, Anaha. Thermos not only save time in cooking, but also reduce time in cleaning after and cooking as there's only one bowl. Absolutely.
Absolutely. As I said, with the chura I'm making, it takes a lot of, a spoon work for, frying the peanuts and everything. And even with the murmuras, we roast it first in the kadai. So that part, it's totally like, I have done it in the oven. And the frying and tempering, everything I'm done. I'm doing it in the Thermomix. So it's so much of free of time. I'm just standing beside my Thermomix, enjoying Smita cooking.
Absolutely.
I think so many of the females would connect to me, like how hard work it is to make all the Indian sweets.
Yes.
So easy in Thermomix.
Yes, I think Shweta's agreeing. Sandisa is saying that she loves the mess-free cooking. Oh, wow. What's that there you've got there, Smita?
Wow.
Oh, that is that tiny bit of ginger that I had. It was like just 5 grams. And there was 1 green chili. And can you see how fine that has chopped? So I usually get a question that if we are using small quantities, will it still chop? Because like your regular food processor cannot do that. But yeah, now that is proof.
Yeah, that's absolutely. That's fantastic. All right.
So now what I'll do is I will swap back to that other bowl in which I did condensed milk. And so I have not cleaned the bowl, and I'm just going to use the same one. And now I will weigh in some yogurt milk and the condensed milk, and then just mix them around together. So this is just milk. Now this is my homemade Thermomix made yogurt, but I just hung it for a while, so it is quite thick.
I love thick yogurt. We've
So
got quite a few.
Sorry, is it the regular yogurt, or are you like you have made it a Greek style kind of?
Yeah, just the regular one, but I hung it, so it has drained out most of the way.
Okay.
But
How many?
Sorry.
Sorry, Smita.
I have seen that mostly whenever I make yogurt in Thermomix, it has always been thick and creamy. And to tell you honestly, since the time that Thermomix has come, I have not bought store-bought yogurt at all.
No, I haven't either. And I find I make 2 liters at a time. I use the bowl method, and it costs me about, I think, $3 to $4 to make 2 liters of yogurt. So it's very economical as well.
So cost saving over there. Okay.
My God, this condensed milk looks so good.
I'd just be drinking it out of the bowl, I think.
I think I might just do that.
The end beats.
Yeah.
I went a little over because out in my excitement, but I think it should be okay. And let me just blend this for 30 seconds.
Should I take over?
Did you want to jump over to Sandy, or should we finish
I'll just
this step?
quickly,
Okay.
It's just
few
ingredients. So basically,
there we go.
Yeah, I'm just going to put turmeric, chili powder, and isaforida in the tempering. I have put this one in the last step so that it won't burn it. The chili powder is totally optional. If you want that spice, you like spicy chivda, you can always go for it. Or either ways, we have already put the green chilies in it. So I am going to again cook it for 5 more minutes, and with the aroma setting itself.
Okay.
You can continue, Smita.
Okay. So sorry, how long is that going for, Sandisha?
It's for 5 minutes.
Okay, great.
Spoon speed on
Okay.
aroma.
All right, great. Well, we might jump back to Smita while you're doing that. Thanks, Sandy.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so there was a question about the 2 cameras in the chat. So I've pinned both of Smita's, so you can see the gorgeous Smita in her yellow outfit, and we've got a close-up of her screen as well. If you can't see them both, if you're on a phone, you might need to swipe your screen across to be able to see the different screens. But if you're on an iPad or a computer, you can probably see both. All right, Smita, we've got you back. You're on mute.
Okay, so now because this kharvas mixture is ready and I'm ready to steam it, so I'm going to use my varoma. So that's the varoma, and I'm going to use these dariole molds. These are available in the mix shop.
So the varoma is our steamer attachment, and it comes with your Thermomix. Varoma means two things in Thermomix language too. Do you want to explain that, Smita?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
No, that's all right. I was going to say Varoma means two things in Thermomix language. It's both that UFO shaped dish that you've got there, but it's also the hottest temperature that the Thermomix can go to.
Yeah, so Varoma is steam in German, I guess so.
I think it's, I actually don't know. I thought it was just a Thermomix word, but maybe you're right.
Yeah, probably. I don't know German, but yeah. Maybe
there's still time to learn.
German here can enlighten us. So what I just added was, I just added a drop of cardamom essential oil because I did not have the cardamom seeds, but this one just gave a very nice flavor and aroma. And another thing that we're going to add is saffron.
Yum.
And this is going to give that nice yellow tinge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put some saffron at the bottom or in these dariole molds, because after they've steamed and they have cooled, my plan is to tip them out in a bowl. So, in a panna cotta style. Okay.
Okay, I've just put what the recipes are that we're cooking today into the chat, just in case anyone's joined late and they missed those. So Smita is at the moment, she's making the carvers, so the milk cheesecake, and she's going to make her own recipe for vegetable samosas, which I can't wait to see. If anyone wants any of the recipes today, tell us in the chat, which recipes do you want? Let us know. And Sandisha today is making a spicy puffed rice granola, which is called chivta, and a milk cake called kalakand, which I pronounced right again.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, so those molds that Smita's using, I'll put a link to them in the chat as well. So we have a mix shop and we sell lots of fun things that go with your Thermomix. Of course, you don't need to have any of them. Your Thermomix comes with everything that you need to get started. But, sometimes these things are fun. What else have you made in your dariole molds, Smita?
I have made a sticky date pudding.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. And yeah, actually, I have just made that. I have always been meaning to make the orange pudding, but never got around to do it.
Right. Yeah. I've got a bit of a favorite actually in those. It's the Matt Sinclair. It's the banana pudding, steamed banana pudding with a honey and glaze.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
It's very, very nice. Yeah. The anglaise, it's like a runny custard. It's got cinnamon and honey, and it's just absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Yep. Annika, very keen to get these recipes today, so we can send you the recipes after the class.
So I'm going to just give a quick rinse and fill water in this because I want to use this bowl for steaming.
Okay. Should we jump back to Sandy for a minute while you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Smita. Okay, so our tempering is all ready. It's nice. Okay, I'll just pull the camera over here.
Oh, hang on. Let me just add the spotlight for that one. There we go. Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
And basically, I'm just going to pour my remaining peanuts and chickpeas, which I have previously fried. And I'm also going to add chaat masala in it and give it a good stir itself in the jar. And we are all set to mix it in the puffed rice, which we have already just made it crisp in the oven for 15 minutes. I'm going to take a nice big bowl just to mix it up for my puffed rice.
Okay, great. I've jumped back to your smaller camera, Sandisha, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
worries. Are you able to see it?
Yeah, I think this one's a little bit better. Oh, hang
Yeah.
on.
No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the staining of the turmeric, so I'm just going to wear the gloves just to give it a nice mix.
Oh, that's a really good tip. I always end up with yellow fingers.
Yeah. Our tempering is all ready and we are just going to pour it. How easy it is to make a chilla.
The tempering looks really good. I can smell it here.
Oh, yeah, me too. Well, I can imagine I can smell it.
It's actually very yummy.
How does it smell?
It's delicious. I can't, explain it to you in the words. Okay, so I have powdered sugar over here. So this one I've kept it for end. So I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar in it. And I'm just going to mix it with my hands.
I'm curious, anyone who's watching today, who makes pizza? Who's made pizza before? Very curious to see if anyone's made this.
Sorry guys, I just forgot to add the salt in it.
Oh, don't forget the salt.
Yeah.
That will make it.
Yeah, but you can always add at this time and give it a nice mixture and rub it with your hands so that all the tempering is, the murmuras are all coated in the tempering.
So do you eat this at various times of the day, or is it, when do you typically eat it?
It's basically a snack item.
Yeah.
You can.
Oh, hang on, our cameras.
We lost your sound.
We've lost your sound. Yes. Sandy, we've lost you. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Has your laptop gone to sleep? Maybe what we'll do, Amit was saying that she's made it many times, but she finds it easy on one big pot, the same way as the Thermomix. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes with the Thermomix, you save time by doing it in different steps. Well, maybe Sandy, can you hear us?
Yes, Lulu, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you now. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I think so. My laptop went into some trouble and it switched off.
That's okay. We're really happy that you're back.
Thank you. So I am just quickly gonna mix it, and here our chivda is all ready. In meanwhile, would Smita would like to take over?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I can start
sure.
steaming and then we can go back to you.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I've got a few things to show everyone as well. So if we need to, we've got a couple of things we can show everyone.
All right. So what I'm going to use here is, this is a simmering basket that you put your Thermomix. And I have just chopped about 300 grams of potatoes. So I have peeled them and chopped them into like big pieces. And they are in this simmering basket. Now I have about a liter of water in the bowl. I put the simmering basket in. Now I'm going to just put the lid on. And remember that I have not bothered to wash. I have just given it a rinse because who loves washing? And These are the dariole molds with the cheesecake.
Oh, that saffron looks beautiful on the top.
Yeah, the saffron.
Yeah.
And I'll put this on top here. I'll close this and I'm going to steam this for 20 minutes.
So this is a perfect example of layered cooking. So with the Thermomix, because there's quite a few people who haven't seen this before, in the chat, if you're watching, tell me if you've heard of layered cooking, yes or no? Do you know what layered cooking is? And would you like to know? Yes, Francis has heard of it. Well, that's good. I'm very pleased you've heard of that, Francis, because you are a consultant. So Smita, for those who haven't got a Thermomix, would you like to explain layered cooking?
Yes. So at present, we are going to steam the potatoes in the simmering basket, and the varoma, that is a big steamer pot, sits on the top. So the steam that is going to come from the water is steaming both at the same time. So in those 20 minutes, I am getting two things done. Now, in this case, we just have water in the bowl, which is going to obviously convert to steam and cook both these. But imagine like you were making a curry or a soup in the bowl, and at the same time, we were steaming maybe chicken or fish and veggies in the varoma. So you're getting like your entire meal ready in one go.
That is fantastic. And Smita, you're a young mum.
Yes.
So you do this. Well, you've got your daughter's, what is she, 18 months?
20 months.
20 months. Yeah, I was close. I was so close. So this is something that we call hands-free cooking. How has hands-free cooking helped you?
Oh, really? It's helped me. Like it's been like almost a year now that I'm using a Thermomix, and you can imagine how much it's changed. It's brought so much convenience to me because I don't need to hang around in the kitchen. When it beeps, as in the cooking time is complete, it stops. So after that, it will not continue cooking. The food will not burn, and then you can come back to it as per your convenience. So
Yes.
imagine like I have a little baby whom I am feeding or I'm putting her to sleep, and obviously I cannot come to the kitchen, but I still have my food cooking.
How amazing is that? Has that been a game changer for you?
Completely. And
yes.
The only thing that I regret is I did not have a Thermomix while I was pregnant. That's the only regret I have.
Oh, there you go. So you should have got it sooner.
Yeah. I didn't know about it.
Yeah. How many people are on today that are thinking, oh, I didn't know the Thermomix can cook our traditional food so quickly and easily and hands-free? Let us know in the chat. Has there been any surprises today? Let us know what surprised you. So, Sandisha, are you ready for us to come back to you?
Yes. So my chira is all ready. I have served it in the smaller bowl to show you guys. I'll just switch the camera. I'm so sorry, guys, for the inconvenience.
Okay. It's so fine, Sandy.
Oh, wow.
So all my chira is ready, and we are going to switch it to our next recipe, that is kalakan.
Kalakan. So tell us about kalakan.
So the kalakan is a kind of sweet dessert, kind of, and it's not a barfi, but it is said to be a barfi. It's quite moist. Whereas the barfi consistency is like you can cut it and have it in a particular shape. But with kalakan, it's a very nice, delicate cake made out of milk. So for a traditional one, we reduce the milk till it gets thickened. And in a quick way, I'm going to cheat it today, and I'm going to use a paneer rather than, reducing the milk and making the process too long.
Yeah.
So
that's okay. Can I ask you something, Sandisha?
Yeah.
With the paneer, have you ever made paneer in your Thermomix?
Yes, of course. I usually do it. But today I have just, for the class purpose, I've just used the market one, but I usually make it in my Thermomix. Yeah. It has a fantastic recipe on a cookie dough to make paneer. And it's easy.
How do you do it? Can you tell us through the steps of how you make paneer?
Basically, you have to boil the milk first and use a vinegar just to split it, and then use a simmering basket, and I usually use the muslin cloth to drain the water, excessive water, and it's very quick. You just hang it and leave it. If you need a nice dense consistency, you can just put some weight on it and leave it for a few hours, and all your paneer is ready.
Oh, there we go. So I've just added a spotlight. So Smita, is that your one that you've made? Yeah, you're on mute, but yep, that's Smita's homemade paneer. And even I have made paneer. So this is something, a lot of the Indian cooking, and I just adore working with Sandisha and Smita, because I have learned so much about Indian food and Indian cooking. I like to think I'm getting good at it. All right, so let's jump back to you, Sandisha. Let's go.
Okay, so I have just taken a new bowl. I have a second bowl too.
Oh, so it's nice and clean, ready to go.
Yes, very quick. So I've taken 250 grams of paneer. You can just put it inside the bowl. I've pre-measured it, so no need to measure it again. Do you want me to show it, Lulu?
Oh, no, that's okay. You can keep going. Yep. So just so everyone knows, you can weigh as you go. So the Thermomix has built-in scales, so you don't have all the measuring cups, so that you don't have as many dishes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to choose the turbo mode from the modes just for 5 seconds.
Five seconds on turbo.
Oh, sorry, 2 seconds.
2 seconds, only 2. So while Sandisha's doing that, she's doing 2 seconds on turbo. So turbo is like your pulse on your food processor. So it's a really quick, high speed. Anyone who's into numbers, the Thermomix goes up to 10,500 rotations per minute. Who reckons that's cool? I do. Yep. So 2 seconds and that's done.
Yeah, it's done. Can you give me just a second, Lulu?
Of course.
Here is all my paneer grated in 2 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
And I have the perfect consistency, which I needed. Let me show you. So it's finely grated, which I want to be grainy, not mushy. You can see
that looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? That's only 2 seconds.
I love chopping onions in the turbo mode.
Sorry, Smita, I couldn't hear you.
I said I love chopping onions in the turbo mode.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm adding 150 grams of condensed milk to it. As Smita has shown already how to make the condensed milk.
Yep. How quick was that? It was amazing.
Yeah.
So easy, especially if you've got the two bowls. It really helps. So you can swap between savory and sweet. You can swap between, you know, wet and dry ingredients. But, you know, we're all busy. And if you need to save time and you have a Thermomix, it doesn't matter. If you buy your condensed milk, we all do it sometimes.
Yeah, I usually, I'm a bit quick person. So I just grab it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, I'm going to put the lid on and cook it on Varoma for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And on spoon speed.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sandy. So we might jump back to Smita in just a second.
Sure.
And we'll have a quick look, and then I might just show everyone something. So Smita, how's yours going? How much longer does yours have to go? We can have a look at your screen, actually. We can probably see that.
So I have about 9 minutes still to go. So
Yep.
I thought in the meanwhile, I'll just show that I'm going to use these store-bought spring roll wrappers for making the samosas. And yeah, so you're just making the process a bit quick.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just going for these store-bought ones. But you can make them in the Thermomix as well.
Yep. Yep. Would you like me to show everyone a couple of things, or are we nearly ready to come back to you, Sandy? You've got a few more minutes?
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly, sneak peek into my paneer, which is cooking. I'm just going to add cardamom powder to it, the 1/4 teaspoon cardamom powder, while it's cooking. I'll just remove the lid and put it on from the top.
Okay, fantastic. So you add it in while it's cooking, so it's spinning around.
And I'm also going to add milk as well.
Okay.
It's a 50 gram of milk.
Yes.
I've already pre-measured it. I need a little liquidy consistency for it. So that's why I'm using the milk, which will give that kalakand a nice moist texture.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And that's how long's that cook for?
It's going to be 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, fantastic. Yeah. And Smita's still got a little bit of time. If it's okay, I would love to show everyone a couple of tricks. Is that okay? Who wants to see some Thermomix tricks? Or some tips? All right, let me just share my screen. I'm just going to show you a couple of things that we have on offer at the moment. And Sandisha or Smita, just sing out if your next step is ready to go, and I will come back to you. Just bear with me a second. Okay, just a second. Sorry, my husband has made a Thermomix cocktail, and he's about to bring me one, which I'm very excited about. So I don't know who's made cocktails in their Thermomix, but they're fantastic. I'm very excited about that. Okay, let me just find a couple of things I wanted to show you. All right, let me just share my screen. So this month, if you were to purchase a Thermomix, let me go to, okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Lulu.
You can. Okay, great. So this is a special that we have at the moment.
Lulu,
so,
you can see your email.
Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted to share. Okay, let me try that again. Sorry. Oh, here we go. All right. So this month, if you were to purchase the Thermomix, this is our special. So at the moment, if you were to purchase a Thermomix, you decided it was your time and you were ready, what we have on offer at the moment is a bundle, which is the meals in a flash book, which is for saving time. All these meals are under 40 minutes. They're all fantastic meals. There's a wide range of food from different cultures, and they're all quick meals. I love making some of these midweek meals. You know, those busy nights when you're trying to get food on the table really quickly. And like what you've seen with Sunita today, you know, some hands-free cooking. So you can do other things while your Thermomix is cooking. How much time would that save you? So you can get the meals in a flash book and our beautiful kitchen toolkit, which has scissors, a really good peeler, 3 different knives, and an amazing ice cream scoop. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever made ice cream, but my kids have told me, and apparently my kids are pretty spot on, they told me that my honey ice cream is the best in the world. And you know what? It's actually a cookie dough recipe. So it comes with your Thermomix. So it's not really my recipe, but it is amazing. So we have that on offer. Who's interested in finding out how you could make some ice cream? Anyone ever made ice cream? Look, I'll tell you one thing. I would never have made ice cream before I had a Thermomix, but it is one of these things that it just was so easy. Excuse me. So another thing I wanted to show you, let me just share my screen again. Oh, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Okay, what I wanted to show you is if anyone there has been thinking, oh, I don't know if I can cook my own foods in the Thermomix, this is a little cheat sheet that shows you different modes. So we've got a warm up mode, a thicken mode for making sauces and mayonnaise, a slow cooker, an egg cooker. We've got sous vide mode, fermentation for making yogurt, high heat.
Can I jump up?
Oh, of course. Let me just jump back to you, Sandy.
Yeah. So here is the kalakan halfway. You can see how watery it is still. So for just to absorb that remaining water, I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of milk powder to it, and again cook it for on 100 degrees Celsius and on spoon speed.
Okay, fantastic. Now I was just wondering, Sandy, this dessert, is this something that you've always had for Diwali?
Yes.
Yes. And so who taught you how to cook it originally?
Basically, the traditional recipe is a bit long, but one of my friends showed me the quick recipe with the paneer. So I'm very thankful for her, and I have converted that recipe into my Thermomix recipe.
Oh, fantastic. So what does your family think of this? Like if you
they love it. Even my neighbors, they crave for it whenever I make it. So today also people are waiting. Okay, so I'm cooking today and they are going to enjoy the kalakan today.
What lucky neighbors, hey? Lucky. That is fantastic.
Yeah, so come for me too, because I don't live too far from you, so I'm coming to pick up.
Yeah. I think you're in my 15Ks as well. So you know.
Anytime, dear. Anytime.
Oh, I'll be there. Just wait.
Okay, so I'm just going for 5 more minutes, and this time I'm going to reduce my temperature on 100 and spoon speed.
Mm-hmm. So that's on the high heat, did you say?
No, it's 100 degrees.
Oh, 100 degrees. So yeah.
First, I had cooked it on Varoma, just to reduce the water.
Yeah.
And right now I've put the simmering, splash guard just to escape the steam, so that it would reduce a little bit. Okay,
fantastic. All right, should I jump back in and show people a few more of these modes? Yeah. Okay.
Lulu, sorry. I was just wondering, I have some of the samosa filling pre-made.
Oh, fantastic.
So I was just thinking if I could show how I am using the pastry to fold.
Yes, please.
I can maybe put it in the air fryer in the meanwhile.
Yes.
I have about a minute left to go on this, but Yeah, maybe I could just start off with the samosas.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Thank you. So you let the filling cool down a bit before you make the samosas?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would. So
Yeah.
I think I can just, can you all see it? I just.
Oh, hang on. I'll just switch cameras. Sorry. Add spotlight.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are like they're very thin and they're sticking quite firmly to each other. And what I did here is this is just a little paste that I did of some all-purpose flour and water, and that is going to be our glue. So yeah, I just.
What pastry you have taken it, Smita?
It's just all-purpose flour. Oh, the pastry. That's a spring roll pastry.
Okay.
So I got it from an Asian supermarket, but I think you would be able to find it in Coles or Woolies as well.
Yeah, I've seen them there. I'm lucky enough to live in West Footscray, and I've got so many Indian supermarkets near me. I'm spoilt for choice.
So what I'll do is I'll just, I like to double up the pastry. So just the one becomes very thin. So I'm going to just put this glue on and put one more sheet on top of this. So it will just double up.
So what's your favorite samosa filling? Is it the one you're making today, Smita?
Yeah, I pretty much like this. But you can also make chicken samosas and they taste really good.
They are lovely. I love them.
Oh, me too. Yum.
Yeah, so just made double, and this is, I made this beforehand just because, you know, we don't want to keep everyone waiting. This is the filling with potatoes and green peas.
Yum.
And what I will do is just going to, you can see, I'm going to just make a fold like that to make a triangle. So I'm not going right up to the end, but just left a little. Okay. And again, I'll put some glue on just on this side. And glue this to the triangular part. And so we have a pocket here now, and I'm going to fill the filling in. So we don't want to overfill.
So how much is overfilled? So that's...
Yeah, so I have not gone too much up to the end of this line. So if you can make out on this.
So you've got a little bit of space to close it up.
Yeah. And now again, I'll glue the rest of it.
I can hear Sia. She's going, give me some samosas.
She's back from the park.
She's like, hurry up, Mum. I want my samosas. I don't blame her. I can almost imagine the smell of them.
Yeah, the spice smells so good. And just tuck that in. And
that's so perfect.
Yeah, and it is pretty quick. Like once you start doing them, they are pretty quick. And so
my goodness.
What I can do is I can just go on with them. But in the meanwhile, I'll also show you the fact that I have finished with the steaming, and that means my cheesecake is also ready.
Okay.
So I'll just get it out. I just need to be careful while getting things out from the varoma because they are steaming hot. And just use the varoma lid as a trivet and put your varoma on top of it.
Isn't that clever? The clever German engineering in this Thermomix. Amazing.
Yes, yes, not a part is wasted.
Oh, hang on, let me just add that spotlight. Look at those.
They
And
are looking awesome.
yeah, they have
Oh
a
my
nice
goodness. Oh, Smita, they look so beautiful.
So now
Smita, we
this
are
is
going to
what-
trade in today.
Sorry?
We are going to trade in.
Yeah. Now this dessert is eaten cold. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. And what I'll do is,
So how long do you need to cool them for?
maybe about a couple of hours.
Okay. Yep.
As much as you can control yourself.
Can you really wait that long, or are you like, I want to eat it now?
Yeah, so that's what, as much as you can control yourself.
Well, good luck with that. Sandy, did I hear your Thermomix going ding, ding, ding?
Yes, it's all done. I was just waiting,
Okay.
Smita, to show the step. And yeah, so my serving dish is ready. I've taken a very traditional plate to plate my dessert. I'll quickly show you. It's all ready.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
going to pour it in my serving dish.
I love your serving dish. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Perfect for Diwali, isn't it? Nice and gold and
Yes,
shiny.
it's a very traditional one, made out of brass.
Uh-huh.
I love traditional items. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah.
So quickly, I'll just put it in here. I've just poured it in, and I am going to spread it out and make it flat. And sorry, I forgot to add into ingredients. Just to decorate the kalakan, I'm going to use pistachio, grated pistachio,
Oh, yum.
rose petals.
Oh, that would look so beautiful. Are you going to do that a little bit later?
Yeah, just now.
Okay.
So I've just pat everything, and I'm going to add my crushed pistachio onto top of it.
Oh, that looks so beautiful. The colors.
And this is a basic kalakan. You can add different flavors and make like a chocolate kalakan or strawberry kalakan. You can add a strawberry crush to it, or you can make a mango kalakan by using fresh mangoes and cooking it with the paneer and reducing it. At the first step, you just have to add whatever fruit you want to add. And cook it with the paneer and reduce it. I do like the rose kalakand as well. I just add the essence, the rose essence in it.
Yeah.
And if you like color, you can always add a little bit of gel colors to it.
Those two colors go so well together.
Thank you.
Is this your favorite kalakand?
Yes, this is one of my favorite sweet dish from my childhood.
Ah, fantastic.
I'm going to show you.
Okay, pop in the chat. How beautiful does this look? On a scale of 1 to 10, we've still got a lot of people on today. How beautiful does this look? Out of 1 to 10, I would give it a 200.
So once it's cooled down, you can put straight away in the fridge for approximately 2 hours and let it set, or you can eat it hot. I like to eat it hot itself.
Yes, of course. I wouldn't be able to wait. I'm such an impatient person. Sandy, that is just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just quickly going to cut them into diamond shape so that it's easy for you to serve.
Oh, so you
And
do that
they look
before it sets?
amazing. Sorry?
You do that before it sets?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Because once it's set, it would be a bit hard to cut into the pieces.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. I am just going to pop up a little poll on the question. I want to thank everyone for coming, because I know, oh, look at that. That looks beautiful. I would just love to hear a little bit of feedback from everyone who's here today. Thank you so much for watching. And how beautiful does that look? The colors. I just want to come over and eat it. Thank you, Sandy. I'm going to pop a little poll up on your screen. And I would just love to hear a little bit of feedback from you about what you loved and what you enjoyed today. So if you would be happy and willing to answer a few questions, they should be popping up on your screen about now. Sandisha,
Yes.
is this something that like you traditionally made with your family?
Yes, actually, my mom used to make it on the festive time, like especially on Diwali. We used to wait whole the year around, like, you know, we used to wait for Diwali to mom to make all these delicious dishes. And we used to help mom to cook all these wonderful dishes.
Oh my goodness. And how long did it used to take your mom to make these?
Oh my God, mom used to cook around 2 days simultaneously.
2 days.
From morning she used to start until evening she used to go on cooking.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
it was a big job. How do you think things would have changed if your mum had a Thermomix?
Oh my God, she would have loved it.
Oh my goodness. How lucky do you feel?
She was a quite techno freak, so she used to like gadgets. But I think so it would be one of her favorite gadgets to have in.
Oh, it would have saved us so much time.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. That is fantastic. Yeah. Sandisha, thank you so much for sharing with us all your beautiful cooking, your tista and your kalakan. I just thought it was amazing. We've still got quite a lot of people on. Tell us what's been your favorite today so far, what you've learned that's been your favorite. We'd love to hear from you. Now, if you were thinking that you were curious about the Thermomix, let us know. You know, were you curious in finding out if you could find out a little bit more? Maybe you could book some time with Sandisha, maybe you could book some time with Smita, and they could show you a few tips. Would you like that? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. So we've got the poll popping up. Thank you all for answering it so far. We've got a lot of people, 78% have said they would love to learn how to simplify Diwali cooking.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm sure Smita and Sandisha have lots of tips for you. So we'd love that. We've had 22% who are saying they would love to discover the Thermomix. So that is fantastic, because if you had one reason that you joined Thermomix, what would you say that is, Smita, Sandisha?
Sorry, Lulu?
What's your number one reason for becoming a consultant?
Oh, because I loved the gadget so much. I fell in love with it. And I thought, why not? I would be a consultant and, you know, share all my happiness, which, like, you know, I have gained it from it, and let other people know about it.
Oh, I love that. And that's what we're about. We are about sharing that passion for Thermomix. Now, Smita, I'm just going to jump back to you.
Yeah.
Tell us, where are you up to?
So these potatoes have boiled, and I'll just put them in the previous bowl in which we had chopped the ginger and the chili.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just and what is one more best thing about all these parts are dishwasher safe. So whatever I have cooked today, with less mess in this much area of my kitchen, and all of that is going to go in the dishwasher.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic.
Yeah, and I will just add about the spice that I had made earlier. So maybe about half a tablespoon. You can go as much or as less as you would like. Then I have some powdered spices here.
Oh, sorry, I've got to add your other camera.
Is it
I
gone?
think so. It's
Oh, it's gone to sleep.
You know what happens when the poll comes up, it goes to sleep.
There you go. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. So just the powdered spices. So I have salt, turmeric, chili powder, and dry mango powder.
Dried mango powder.
Yeah, that gives a tangy hint, and that is really very important in a samosa.
Fantastic.
So yeah, just add.
Well, I'm just going to share that poll. Well, while you're doing that, Smita, we've had 78% of people have said they'd love to learn how to simplify Diwali cooking. We've got 22% who are enjoying discovering the Thermomix, and 22% are enjoying the presenters, and I know I have too. So thank you everybody for joining that poll. All right, so tell us where you're up to, Smita.
Yeah, and some frozen peas. Now, in the meanwhile, while Sindesha was showing her dish, what I did was I just folded one more samosa, and I had preheated my air fryer for about 4 minutes at 200. And now I have added the 2 samosas into the air fryer. I just put some, grease them with a little oil. And that's it. They are frying in the air fryer right now.
Ah, that's interesting. So you're choosing to use the air fryer instead of deep frying.
Yes. So one very interesting thing here is samosas are quite calorie dense, and it is, though it's a favorite, it's one of the sinful foods. But if you have seen, while I made the filling and the spice, I have not used a single drop of oil. And now I am not deep frying them, I'm air frying them. So again, just grease the surface with some oil. That's it.
Ah, that's fantastic. So that's a healthier way of cooking samosas.
Yeah, a healthier way for the guilty pleasures of life.
Ah, yes. And they still taste amazing?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
that's
fantastic.
called the smart cooking, isn't it?
It is.
Smita, your phone died, I think so again.
It did. I've just removed it. That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so how long does that cook for, Smita?
So now that is going to cook for 4 minutes, and on spoon and reverse, because I don't want it to turn into a mush, but yeah, that should just do it, and the filling will be ready in the meanwhile.
Okay.
And I also made some of that cheesecake yesterday. So that is the one that is already chilled.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to tip it out in this bowl. So let me show it.
Smita, we've got some, oh my gosh, look at the colors. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Does it jiggle?
Amazing.
Maybe a little.
Yes.
Wow.
And so that's set nice and hard. Wow. Smita, we're getting a few comments in the chat about the air fryer. So people are saying they love the air fryer. So are you finding it goes hand in hand with your Thermomix cooking?
Honestly, I don't use the air fryer a lot because most of my cooking does happen in the Thermomix, and
Mhm.
I don't need anything else. But occasionally something like a samosa, which you might have once in a while, um, I if I have that option of doing it in an air fryer instead of deep frying, I'll go for it.
Yes, definitely. For the health reasons.
Yes.
Mm,
Health
lovely.
reasons, and also I don't like standing at the stove top with
Mhm.
the oil. Yeah, and we just got a bit spoiled because of the Thermomix. We lost the habit of standing at the stove top.
Yeah, yeah. So how long have your samosas been in the air fryer for now?
I'll go and give them a quick check.
Okay, thank you. And Sandy, tell us, I'm just going to add you in here. Have you got something to show us there? Like, what have you got there?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Lulu.
Oh, I just wanted to see what you've got there on your bench.
Oh, it's just the chura and the kalakan, which
Oh my goodness, they look so
ready.
beautiful. The colors, oh my gosh, I can just imagine the crunch of the chivda and the kalakan. Is the kalakan really sweet?
It's not that sweet, to be honest. You can always, balance your sweetness, but I prefer not to have too sweet.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a medium sweet dish, and you can use less sugar, and it still would taste great.
Oh, that's fantastic. We're getting a lot of comments in the chat that says looks beautiful. I'm sure they're talking about you and maybe the food as well.
Thank you.
Yes. So
actually, I'm not able to resist it, and I'm like, when can I eat it?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna taste it.
Oh, please do have a taste. How is it? Tell us. What are the flavors you're feeling? Oh, hang on. I'm just going to add you back in. Sorry.
There are intense flavor of curry leaves. The earthiness of split chickpeas, and nutty flavor of peanuts.
Oh, yum. I'm going to have to try this one myself. It looks amazing.
Yes, of course. You should.
I will, for sure. I always want to try everything I see you cook. I think I'm going to try this. How are you going there, Smita?
Yes, so my filling is ready, and the samosas which I put in the air fryer are ready too. So
hang on, let me just add I'll just add that spotlight. Yep.
That is the filling.
Beautiful.
And I wonder if you can appreciate that it's not got mashed up.
No, it's still got chunks of potato and the peas are still whole. Yep.
It's the perfect consistency, what you need it for samosas.
And it was like it was all hands-free, and I have just set this up here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Smita, I've got to say, you've done the perfect samosa. Like, they are a perfect triangle.
Thank you. So that's the samosa and the cheesecake. And this is some of the homemade ketchup that I had made last summer.
Oh, fantastic. That looks amazing.
Have you used the cookie dough recipe, Smita?
Yes, I did. And I did a few bottles, and they were in my fridge for so long. And though I'm not adding any preservatives, they're still, really going very well.
Wow.
Oh, fantastic. So what I might do, congratulations, girls. You've done such a beautiful job. Happy Diwali to everybody. If there's any Diwali messages you wanted to say, Sandita or Smita?
Actually, I would like to say thank you to everyone who have attended today's class, and wish you a very, very happy Diwali. Light up all your house and, enjoy the Diwali. Have fun and keep cooking.
Absolutely. Would you girls like to hold up your dishes so we can see what you've got there? Happy Diwali, everybody. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. I'm sure Smita and Sandisha would be happy to stay on for another 5 minutes and answer any questions. So if you wanted to come off mute, you wanted to ask Smita or Sandisha a question, I am sure they would be more than happy. Is that right, my lovelies?
Yes,
of course.
I
Okay.
also wanted to wish everyone a very happy Diwali, and I know that we might be getting out of lockdown, so we are looking at some happy times ahead, fingers crossed. And if you think that you really deserve a treat because, you know, we have had such 2 tough years, then you know what to do. You know my number. Treat yourself to a Thermomix. That's the best treat and the best gift that you can give
For
yourself.
Diwali.
Yes, absolutely. And do, if you are thinking, if you're curious about a Thermomix, I would encourage you to reach out to us. You know, reach out to your consultant. If you don't have a consultant, reach out to Smita, Sandesha, or myself. We will make sure that you find someone that will help you with your Thermomix journey. And we have a very special offer coming out next week. So yeah, our consultants would be very happy to share that with you. So thank you everybody for coming. Happy Diwali. And if you want to come off mute, ask any questions, we would love to hear from you. So thank you everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for coming. Oh, well done, girls. That was fantastic. I can almost smell all this beautiful food and I'm like, I want to eat it all. We had some great comments in there. Everyone loved it. So well done.
Do we get a transcript of the comments as well?
I can save that. Yeah, I'll send that to you.
Yeah, I would love to read what everyone has.
Yeah, me too.
All
Because
right.
I have missed out a lot because of my laptop, stupid laptop.
No,
Oh, hang on, let me stop
reading.
the recording too. Sorry.
I'm sorry.